as I discussed in the earlier lecture, there are three basic components required for the circulatory system to function in human beings. These basic components are the circulating fluid, that is blood, the pumping station, that is heart, and the different kinds of vessels, arteries, veins, capillaries, etc. We have had considerable discussion about the structure and functioning and all the details related to heart. Now let's come to the first component, as we said, that is blood. Now the moment we use this word blood, we get to imagine a red colored thick fluid. Now this red colored thick fluid actually comprises three basic components. Plasma, that is the fundamental medium, the various constituents dissolved in it, or maybe they are being carried through it, and the different types of blood corpuscles. All that together is blood. To start with, let's come to understand what plasma is. Now, plasma is generally described as a yellowish, transparent, alkaline medium. That is, its pH is more towards alkaline, more than 7. It contains 90% water and 10% dissolved substances. Out of these 10%, 7% are the essential constituents of plasma. They basically include different types of plasma proteins. Now, what are these plasma proteins? These will be serum albumin, serum globulin, fibrinogen, prothrombin, and heparin. These are main constituents of plasma. Now, serum albumin, it actually makes the medium a bit thicker. That is, the thickness, the viscosity of blood, viscosity of plasma is mainly because of serum albumin. Serum globulin would be part of the defense mechanism, let us say part of the immune system, part of the protection of the body from the various invaders. Fibrinogen and prothrombin would be essential for the clotting process of blood. When the blood starts oozing out from a wound, it undergoes clotting that involves these two basic constituents. And heparin would be responsible for preventing the clotting process when the blood is flowing through the blood vessels. So plasma would be mainly all these, and a large number of dissolved minerals or dissolved salts. Sodium, potassium, calcium, carbonate, chloride, all of them together would be constituting the mineral component of it. In addition to that, 3% would be the substances that are being carried through it. That will be the various nutrients, glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, etc. And the substances like enzymes and hormones that are being conducted through the medium of plasma. That means the essential constituents which form the plasma is all of these in water, 90% water as I said, and non-essential or the variables would be the various nutrients. In addition to that, there would be certain waste materials that are being conveyed through plasma. Urea, creatinine, so many of them which are being carried through plasma. Bipigments would be there. They are conveyed through plasma so that they could be suitably excreted. So all that together would be the first basic component of blood, that is plasma. Now, when you have a look at all these components of plasma, if you start listing the functions that plasma performs, first of all, when I say it's 90% water, it functions as a communicating medium. Rather, when we start describing blood, the first sentence that should go is it's a fluid connective tissue, a tissue that connects different organs, different parts, different tissues in the body through a fluid medium. So it's a fluid connective tissue. That obviously means plasma is responsible for establishing a communication within various parts of the body, various organs, various tissues of the body. It provides a suitable aqueous medium in which the various substances can be transported, can be received, can be conveyed, or that provides a medium wherein various reactions can take place. It helps in maintaining an appropriate temperature. Now, I am not using the word cooling or heating or whatever. It equalizes the temperature. If there is higher temperature at one part, lower temperature at another part, it would help in bringing that temperature to the same extent, to the same level. That means equalizing the temperature would be an appropriate word for it. Then with serum albumin maintaining the appropriate thickness, appropriate viscosity of blood, with serum globulin to help in the immune system, to help in the clotting process or to avoid the clotting when the blood is flowing through the blood vessels. The minerals have a variety of roles to play. We would talk about that in some different context. Then conducting the nutrients, glucose, amino acids, fructose, fatty acids, all of those, conducting the nutrients from the source to wherever they are required, and carrying the waste materials from the source to an organ through which they could be suitably excreted. These would be functions of just the plasma. Now let's come to the other component, that is the various kinds of blood corpuscles.